A lot of Canadians are expecting a tax refund to arrive in their bank account or mailbox in the coming weeks. It's, of course, tempting to splurge and spend that cash, but there are some smarter and more rewarding options for your tax return. Personal finance expert Rubina Ahmed-Haq is here with some tax refund tips. What's the first thing you recommend for people who do get a tax refund?
First, to try to understand why did you get that tax refund, right? So a lot of people think this is free money, I hit the jackpot. No, it is tax that you paid along the year.
Right.
You overpaid, you paid out of your, more than your tax bracket. So maybe you need to speak to your employer and say, can you take less CPP, less EI, whatever your situation is, so that you don't get this massive tax refund. That's the first thing you want to do. The second thing, if you did it because you put, you were diligent, you put lots of money in your RRSP and that's why you got that refund back, and you knew you were getting it back, you want to take half that money and put it right back into your RRSP, because this is money really that is supposed to be for your retirement. So you put money into your RRSP to get a tax refund back. Now take half of it. And the other half, now you were going to think, go on a holiday, buy shoes.
I know, I'm like, this is all practical stuff.
No. We are going to pay down debt, starting with our high interest debt and our mortgage. And then the savings that you have from paying that debt down, that's the fun money. That's when we get to the fun stuff.
It's like, what, a couple of dollars after all of
that?
that?
Okay, come on, Asha. It adds up to more than that.
I'm being negative, Nellie. It's tempting, of course, to use your tax return on something you want,
right?
As we said, to splurge. But what are like some of the worst ways a person could use their tax refund?
Going out for dinner, going on a holiday, buying anything that has no value the minute after you finished doing it. So, you and I go out for dinner, I'm like, hey, Asha, I got that great tax refund. Let me take you to a 5-star restaurant downtown, and it's on me. That money's great while we're enjoying ourselves, but as soon as we leave the restaurant, it's worth nothing, right? So you do not want to spend your refund on anything in that. I mean, that's all entertainment costs, and those are things that you need to budget for as extra money as it is, and definitely not your tax refund money.
A fleeting moment. Okay, aside from an RRSP contribution, what are some other options for the best use of your return?
Of course, I mean, there's TFSA, which is great because people who have short to medium term savings goals want to put money in the TFSA. It's easier to pull out. As you know, with RRSP, you put money in and you don't really get it till you're retiring, and if you pull it out early, there is a tax implication. So you want to, if you're thinking, okay, in 10 years I want to do X with my money, then TFSA is probably your best route. And then you could think about putting money in the RESP of your children. I mean, I think some people might be listening thinking, why would I save all this money in my RSP, get a tax refund, and then give it to my kids? But I mean, it's an option. It's a tax efficient option too, because you do get a little bit of, not a tax efficient option, but it's you get money back. Okay. For every dollar that you put into your child's RESP, you get 20% back up to $2,500. So that's a good option, and as well you can just put money in a high interest savings account. Okay. So that could be money that you're putting aside that you're just going to be using later, and by using a high interest savings account, your money is making money, and that is always the beautiful thing, right? When your investments make you money while they're just, money while you sleep. You're just sleeping and the money is generating.
I love that. Just grows from trees.
Yeah, well, grows from the bank account, but yes.
What about planning ahead? I mean, geez, I know that it's a long time away, but for the next tax season, what are your tips there?
Well, it's only May, and I think a lot of people don't start thinking about tax-efficient moves until November and December. Oh, is there something I can buy at this tax year that will then help me get a better refund back? The only thing we can really do after the end of the year is put money in our RRSP. And the government, as we all know, has changed, and the budget this year made some dramatic changes to our tax situation. So see what you can do now to make your tax situation a little bit better come 2016 tax return time. So you could start doing things rather than trying to do it all at once in December, calling your accountant saying, what deadlines should I be meeting? Where should I be putting my money? Start being more tax efficient now with the way that you spend, and that's going to mean a bigger refund next year. And again, more money to put into your retirement savings, right?
Not on a 4-course meal.
Yes. But you can't afford the 4-course meal because if you pay your mortgage down or your high interest debt down, you're no longer making those payments. You have extra money, and then you and I can do that 5-star dinner on me, Asha.
Oh, okay, all right. Always a pleasure then, Rubina. Hold you to that.
Yes.
Thanks, great tips.
Thanks.
Rubina Ahmed-Haq is a personal finance expert in Toronto.